Welcome, I'm Just Show. In this video, I discuss 3 levels of reading efficiency that will surely help you in some way or some form instead of passive reading. What is a passive approach to reading? This would be someone reading the words and not making an active attempt to improve the efficiency and the effectiveness of how they are reading. If you increase your reading efficiency, the material you are reading will be more effective in your life and others. Okay, so what are these 3 levels of reading? These are pretty much on a spectrum directly above passive reading to what I currently believe to be the least to most efficient reading. Why this model? Well, every day people are coming up with models and theories to explain a topic, and sometimes it is more complicated. Making something more complicated, augmenting it, is good when theorizing and creating better versions, but what I'm doing here is making it more simple to understand and use. Let's talk about the first level. Now honestly, I couldn't come up with a suitable name, so we're going to call it thinking. Now, you may think, well, aren't you thinking when you're reading? Yes, but in the sense of self-vocalization. So what am I talking about? As one is reading, they will come across words they don't understand, complex grammar, very long sentences, topics you don't immediately understand as you're reading it, also other complications such as the text you're reading being against what you've currently believed in or the writer's perspective on the topic you have not seen or considered before. This is level 1. Next is level 2, analyzing, which interestingly enough is simpler than level 1. Not that it's simpler for you, but simpler for me to talk about. In this level, one consistently makes an effort to deepen their level of understanding of the topic by procedural methods. This is where one consciously thinks of who, what, when, where, why, and how as they are reading, and how it is applicable to the big idea or the details of the topic. Finally, level 3, collate, compare, and contrast. These will all be based on the text you are reading and as it relates to others. To collate is to combine 2 or more sources of something. In this case, that is the text you are reading. To compare is to relate to another, emphasizing on the similarities, whereas contrast is to emphasize on the differences. Using this, you will have a better perspective on the text, which makes one receive relatively dynamic results in comparison to passive reading. Of course, providing the level 1 and 2 are also upheld. Okay, that was a lot to take in. This is the summary. There are 3 levels going above and beyond passive reading: thinking, analyzing, and finally the 3 C's: collate, compare, and contrast. Level 1, thinking, is when you address relevant thoughts as they come up. Level 2, analyzing, is when you consider who, what, when, where, why, and how is applicable. This makes your understanding of the text deeper. Finally, level 3, the 3 C's: collate, compare, and contrast. This is to retrieve and reflect on the current and past texts, discarding and acquiring new beliefs. I hope you found this useful. If you have an idea on how I can make these videos more efficient for you, or what kind of content you would like to see in the future, let me know in the comments on that. As always, have a good one.